Hey all you scruffy looking nerf herders out there. Guys, welcome back to the newest video here on scruffy looking nerf herders.
Why, you stuck up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder!
Who's scruffy looking?
And guys, if you caught the last video I talked a little bit about the Jon Favreau interview with Writers Guild of America and just kind of what that meant and kind of what I interpreted that as for the future of Star Wars moving forward. But today, guys, we're going to discuss the possibility of all of these amazing characters that we could possibly see in the Book of Boba Fett, which, if you guys remember, in the Mandalorian Season 2 finale, the post-credit scene that we got at the end, where we got to see Boba Fett basically storm the castle of Jabba the Hutt, kill Bib Fortuna, and basically take over the criminal underworld. Now, guys, moving forward, the Book of Boba Fett is the newest series that we are going to be getting, along with Rangers of the New Republic and the Ahsoka series, that are going to be in the same timeline, the same universe as The Mandalorian. And the Book of Boba Fett is the next show we're getting in December of 2021 of this year. And I really think we're going to see a lot of new characters, and I think we're going to see a lot of returning characters coming in, guys. And but without any more formalities, I'm just going to hit you with if you guys enjoy this video, hit the like button. I would love it if you guys subscribe to me and my friend's channel, Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. We will post videos weekly. I will try to post videos weekly talking about the new shows moving forward. Marvel, DC, give you guys your fill of the news moving forward with our, hopefully, weekly podcast moving forward. And hit that notification bell. We'd love to see you guys. But yeah, moving forward, without any more formalities, let's talk about some of these characters that we could see. And the first one that I want to start off with, guys, is the Mandalorian, Din Djarin. Now, we may not see him, but this is a fun one that I think right off the bat would be a good one to talk about, because as it says, the Mandalorian might make an appearance in the Book of Boba Fett. The new show will run concurrently with Mando's adventures, as will Ahsoka and the Rangers of the New Republic, like I said before. And the two hit it off instantly when they fended off stormtroopers together. Amazing. Just as Boba helped Mando rescue Grogu from Moff Gideon, Mando could give Boba a hand with whatever missions lie ahead in his spin-off. And obviously fans love a little bit of Mando. They love all of that. And maybe if Boba Fett gets himself into a little bit of a pickle, maybe Mando can help out with that if he needs him. But moving on to that, if you guys remember from The Empire Strikes Back, you guys cannot forget about the amazing team of bounty hunters that Darth Vader brought in to hunt down rebels to do this job. And obviously, fan favorite, everyone wants to see come back, is Bossk. Now, the bounty hunter Bossk only appeared briefly in the original trilogy, but like most of the other bounty hunters, his awesome action figures made him a fan favorite character anyway. And in the Star Wars canon, Bossk was Boba's mentor when he was starting out. Just like in the Clone Wars, they had their team. Bossk was his mentor starting out, so there is a precedent for him to show up in a Boba-centric spinoff. And then moving into someone we saw in The Mandalorian, who I think could show up in the Book of Boba Fett, obviously he is on Tatooine, is Cobb Vanth. When Mando went to a shady Tatooine bar in search of fellow Mandalorians, in the Season 2 premiere, Chapter 9, The Marshal, a man entered wearing Boba Fett's armor. Now, initially, fans thought it might be Fett himself, but he was revealed to be Cobb Vanth. And Fett might not want to team up with the guy who stole his armor and used it to become a notorious gunslinger, but Timothy Olyphant gave a memorable turn as the character, so it would be fun if he appeared in some capacity. Now, one that I think is not so much a possibility. I think it would be fun. It would be cool to see him. But Captain Rex is one that pops into my head. In addition to playing Boba in the new series, Tamora Morrison could also play some of Jango's other surviving clones, including an aging bearded Captain Rex. An extra in the Battle of Endor who vaguely looks like Rex was retroactively confirmed to be him. So the Book of Boba Fett could expand on how this came to be and what he got up to after the Rebels' victory over the Empire. So obviously, let's bump back to the Bossk thing a little bit and that team of bounty hunters that were there with Vader on Vader's Star Destroyer. Another one that pops into my head that I think could play a major role in the Book of Boba Fett is Dengar. Dengar, to me, it won't really feel like a Boba Fett show if there aren't any appearances by a bunch of other bounty hunters. So Bossk, IG-88, Dengar. And if there aren't appearances by a bunch of other bounty hunters, Boba was introduced alongside some fellow professionals in The Empire Strikes Back, and he'll forever be tied to those characters. Dengar could be primed for an appearance in the Book of Boba Fett. He's a Corellian bounty hunter who's been in the business since the beginnings of the Clone Wars, so there's a lot of backstory to explore. And in the old Star Wars expanded universe, it was Dengar who found Fett after he crawled out of the Sarlacc pit and nursed him back to health. In the current continuity, Dengar worked with a young Fett during the Clone Wars, just like Bossk did. Simon Pegg voiced Dengar in the Clone Wars, and has expressed interest in playing him in live action. If Fett is putting a team together, he could give his old buddy a call, and I think Simon Pegg would be great for that. Another person who shows up on this list for me is Han Solo. Han Solo is one of Boba's many nemeses. He's the one who bumped Boba's jetpack and sent him careening into the Sarlacc pit. Boba is a nemesis of Han's too, since he's the one who froze him in carbonite and hung him on Jabba's wall. At the time of the Book of Boba Fett, Han is a key figure in the early days of the New Republic. A standoff between the two gunslingers would be awesome. The character could either be played by a de-aged Harrison Ford, although Harrison's lack of interest in the franchise might prevent this. He is done, so that could open the door for Alden Ehrenreich to reprise his role from Solo: A Star Wars Story. Now, if Boba has a nemesis, it is Solo, just like I said. Favreau has shown that he follows storytelling logic and that every character is available to him. If Fett holds a grudge, we could be set for another classic showdown between these two. And there is a possibility that the show could use flashbacks to tie in with Ehrenreich, or possibly also making it easier for those viewers to see him playing Solo in the present timeline as well. And I do think that that is a big possibility moving forward. Another character that comes to my mind is Jodo Kast. Now, Jodo Kast is high on the list of fans who read a lot of the Dark Horse comics back in the early 90s. This bounty hunter impersonated Boba Fett after it was believed Boba was dead. Kast repainted his armor and traded on the legend of Boba Fett for a long time. When Fett caught up to him finally, it wasn't very pretty for him. Given that Boba Fett was out of commission for 5 years or so, it's likely someone could have used his name as Cobb Vanth did his armor, and Jodo Kast could be a good choice moving forward. Now, moving to some fans of Rebels and fans of the Clone Wars again, like we were talking about earlier, but this character showing up in these is Hondo Ohnaka. Now, Hondo is a fan favorite of mine. I love Hondo Ohnaka to death, and I would love to see Hondo Ohnaka show up in the Book of Boba Fett. He likely has a grudge against Hondo. He was a Clone Wars side character that people fell in love with. We all love him. A young Boba lost his father's iconic ship, the Slave One, in an effort to take revenge on Mace Windu. Hondo reclaimed the damaged ship and repaired it. At some point, Boba Fett got the ship back, but he may be looking to settle some old scores in the new series. Hondo Ohnaka could also be looking for a new gig in the New Republic era, so that would be very interesting to see if Hondo does play a role in the Book of Boba Fett. Kira. Let's tie into Han a little bit to make it kind of interesting in the New Republic era. Kira, and it is clear that the Boba Fett series will deal with the criminal underworld of Star Wars. His radical takeover of what remains of Jabba the Hutt's criminal syndicate could put him in direct conflict with other entities in the galaxy. One of them could be Crimson Dawn, which, after the death of Darth Maul, the leader of Crimson Dawn would be Kira. It's uncertain of what became of Kira after Solo, but it's very possible that she is still in charge and perhaps has expanded her influence. Could this lead to a conflict with Boba Fett? Another Clone Wars favorite, Cad Bane. Cad Bane, a fearless bounty hunter in the galaxy, who might be on Boba Fett's hit list. He's one of the most powerful bounty hunters in the galaxy. This Clone Wars villain also has a history with Boba Fett. Kind of. One of the unfinished story arcs of the animated series involves Cad Bane being responsible for the dent in Boba Fett's helmet. Some Star Wars books and comics now designated legends, are partially canon, so this arc could be as well. IG-88. Back to the list of bounty hunters that Darth Vader brought in. IG-88 and Boba Fett got into a major battle in the Shadows of the Empire, a Legends multimedia event that took place between Empire and Jedi. Boba Fett destroyed the assassin droid in that story, but he remains active at this point in canon. It's possible he could return either as a friend or foe in the series, and we could possibly get Taika Waititi to do the voice, just like he did IG-11. And then the last two for me are very interesting. Black Karsantan. Black Karsantan is essentially the anti-Chewbacca. He is a Wookiee bounty hunter that has made regular appearances in the Star Wars comics since the Marvel relaunch and has teamed up with Fett on multiple occasions. It would be good to see how bad a Wookiee can be. I feel like this would be a character that many fans would be very interested in seeing, and I think that would be very cool moving forward. And finally, guys, a character that I think a lot of fans would love to see is Dash Rendar. When Lucasfilm needed a Han Solo replacement for the mid-90s event Shadows of the Empire, they created Dash Rendar. Dash was solo in every way except name. Rendar was chasing Fett to track down Han throughout the story, which is now classed as Legends. Favreau and Filoni have already shown their love for 90s Star Wars storytelling, and this could be the right place to reintroduce Dash. Now, guys, moving forward, like I said, we have about 10 months until the Book of Boba Fett graces our screens on Disney+. Who do you guys think? Who are some characters that you guys think could show up in the Book of Boba Fett? Let me know down in the comments. Let us all know what you guys think. And guys, again, if you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up. I would love it if you guys would hit that thumbs up. If you guys would hit that subscribe button, we would love to have you join our community. And guys, hit that notification bell. Let me know down in the comments below who are some characters you think are going to show up in the Book of Boba Fett, and who are some characters that you don't think will show up but you think should show up. I would love to hear it, guys. I would love to hear everything you guys have to tell me. Thank you. Have a great day, and may the Force be with you.